Hello students, welcome to the BST class. After discussing about the role of profit in the business and the concept of business risk, now we are moving towards our next topic, that is starting a business and its basic factors. So before starting the concept, I would like to tell you students that starting a business is not a very easy activity. Okay, many things is to be considered before starting a business. A businessman or a person who is deciding to start a business has to keep in mind so many factors that is going to affect that are going to affect his business. Okay, as we know that competition in the market is increasing day by day, and many things are there, many uncertainties and risks existing in the market that we have already discussed in the last video. So before starting the business, there are so many factors which must be considered by anybody, any person who is going to start the business. So today in this video, we will discuss that if a person wants to start a business, if you are a student, okay, after completing your class 12 graduation or post graduation also, if any student have the goal that I want to be a very good businessman. So this topic will help you out that what are the different factors that you must keep in mind before starting a business so that you can get very much success. As I have told you in the last video that in the risk topic, what we have discussed, higher the risk, higher the profit, lesser the risk, lesser the profit. But generally we can say that it is not much necessary that only the person who is performing a large, who is having a large organization can only earn profit. A small businessman also can earn profit, but it depends upon the capacity of that businessman, that how much capacity he is having to tackle with the problems and the uncertainties that are going to happen in the future in the market. Okay, so आपके अंदर जितनी capacity है, जितनी ability है अपनी problems को tackle करने की, you also have so much capacity to earn profits. So let's start the different factors. First factor is selection of line of business. Students, what does this point suggest? The first thing to be decided by any entrepreneur of a new business is the nature and type of business to be undertaken according to his interest and demands of the customers. The first problem that everyone faces is that yes, I want to start a business, but what type of business I should start? There are two words, nature and type. Nature here refers to that whether you want to start a manufacturing company or you want to be a trader, you want to be a supplier, you want to be a retailer, wholesaler. There are so many nature. Okay, type of business, you can say that there are so many type. What type of business you want to start? Okay, so it is a very important topic here in this topic of starting a business or the basic factors. Okay, the first thing to be decided by any entrepreneur means the person who is going to start, who is thinking what I am going to start, he obviously like to enter that branch of industry or in that branch of business which has a possibility of greater amount of profit. ऑब्वियस सी बात है, कोई भी बिजनेसमैन है वो वही बिजनेस स्टार्ट करना चाहेगा जिसमें उसे ये पॉसिबिलिटी होगी कि मैं ज्यादा से ज्यादा प्रॉफिट किस में अर्न कर सकता हूँ. ठीक है, ज्यादा से ज्यादा सक्सेस मुझे किस में मिल सकती है. तो यू शुड हैव द काइंड ऑफ टेक्निकल नॉलेज एंड एवरी टाइप ऑफ नॉलेज रिलेटेड टू दैट business or product for which you are going to start your business. Okay, so first of all you should decide the nature and type of business you want to start, whether you want to start the business of clothes, you want to be a manufacturer of clothes, retailer of clothes, and whatever it is. After deciding the nature and type, second point is scale or size of business. Scale or size, that after deciding the line of business, the businessman must decide whether he wants to set up a large scale or small scale. As we know that there are three scales, we can generally small, medium, and large. But you have to decide, it depends upon the resources which are available with you, how much capital you are having, how much labor you can afford. So it depends upon the resources that are available with you, so that you can decide that on which scale I am going to start my business. Okay, as it is very likely to be good over time, that a businessman can arrange necessary capital for the business, he will start the operation at large scale. If you are able to arrange large amount of capital, then you can start your business at large scale. But if you are not having so much resources, then you should, or you have to start the business at a small scales. Okay. Another factor we can say, if the market conditions are very good, okay, and risk are not so much present, risk is not so much present in the market, so you can start large scale. But if you know that you are going to start the business of a particular product which is having so much risk, a very large amount of risk in the market, and the conditions of market are very uncertain, kabhi bhi kuch bhi change aa sakta hai, aap aisa product launch karne ja rahe ho, so you should start your business at a small scale. If you are receiving so much profits, and if you are gaining growth and expansion, if you are receiving growth in your business, then you can expand your business on a large scale also. So depending upon the market conditions and risk, you should decide that whether you want to set up a large scale business or a small scale business. Third one is choice of form of business organization. Form here refers to, students, there are so many type forms of business like sole proprietorship, partnership, joint stock company. There is another separate chapter for understanding this, but here general meaning you have to study that there are so many forms of businesses. You can start your business alone, that is known as sole proprietorship. Whether you want to start business with your friend who is going to invest capital with you, that is known as partnership, or you want to start your business with so many people, which is known as a joint stock company also. So it depends upon you. Okay, so which form of business you are going to start. Each form of business has some pros and cons, or we can say each one has merits and demerits. The choice of the suitable form depend upon the factors like, in second point you have start discuss that scale of the business, the liability you want to bear, the profit. For example, if you don't want to share your profit with anyone, okay, आप ये चाहते हो कि मैं जो भी earn करूं मेरे पास ही रहना चाहिए, I don't want to share with anyone, then sole proprietorship is better for you. If you don't have any problem, you want to share the risk कि अगर मेरा business में कोई loss हो तो मैं अकेला bear नहीं करना चाहता, सामने वाला कोई और person भी हो जो मेरे साथ risk bear करे, then you should prefer partnership. Joint stock company, if you want that, I want many peoples to invest in my business, more than two peoples you want to invest in your business, and you want to start your business at a very large scale. भाई मुझे कोई छोटी शॉप नहीं खोलनी है, ठीक है, एक छोटा सा बिजनेस नहीं करना है, मुझे पूरी कंपनी, then you can prefer joint stock company. So the form of business organization also should be decided in advance. Fourth point is location. It is a very important point, that location of business enterprise. Location means that place where you are going to start your business. The entrepreneur has to decide the place where the enterprise will be located on the basis of, how will you decide the location, the place? Depending upon the availability of raw material, power, or we can say electricity, labor, banking, transportation. एज यू नो स्टूडेंट्स, अगर हम जनरली बात करें तो एक बिजनेसमैन वहां अपना बिजनेस स्टार्ट करना पसंद करेगा जहां उसे सारी फैसिलिटीज बहुत इजीली अवेलेबल होगी, लाइक रॉ मटेरियल को मंगाने में उसे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, लेबर बहुत चीप मिल रही है, उसको बहुत अच्छी लेबर मिल रही है, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी सप्लाई बहुत अच्छी है, ठीक है, बैंकिंग एंड ट्रांसपोर्टेशन सर्विसेज, बैंक ही बहुत पास में है, ट्रांसपोर्टेशन सर्विसेज, बहुत सारे प्लेसेस ऐसे होते हैं वेयर द ट्रांसपोर्टेशन सर्विस इज नॉट अवेलेबल इजीली. ओके, सो it depends upon these factors that where you are going to start your business. So the location should be very much analyzed before starting the business, because the location of the business enterprise affects the profit earning ratio also. If you are starting your business at a very good location where all these things are very much okay, and the customers are very easy, it is very easy to attract the customers, then your profit earning ratio will be very good. Fifth one is financial requirement. The businessman must analyze the amount of capital he might require to buy fixed assets and for working capital. These two words these two words are new for you. Fixed assets refers to the plant, machinery, building, furniture, everything which is going to be used by you in your business, which helps you in running the business. And working capital means the money which is going to be used for meeting the daily expenses like salary of the staff, rent of the building. So you should analyze that how much amount of capital I'm going to require to meet the expenses of fixed assets and working capital. Proper financial planning must be done to determine the amounts of funds needed. You must decide in advance that you should have a rough sketch that 1 lakh rupees I'm going to spend on my machinery, for example, 10,000 rupees I'm going to spend on the salary of the staff, and 10,000 rupees for the electricity, and so on. For example, you have made the plan. Financial planning means to make the plans related to the finance that you are going to require. For example, you have decided, you have make a plan of 1 lakh rupees. आप एक महीने में 1 lakh rupees आपका खर्चा होने वाला है. So you should decide that whether I am having such amount of money or I am going to arrange these funds from bank or any other financial institution, because it becomes very difficult if in between the organization or the business is going on, it becomes very difficult to arrange the finance at the same point of time, and it may have a negative impact. You have to stop the production, you have to stop the business activities. But if you have already decided, if you have already arranged in advance, then you can continue your business without any obstacle or hindrances. Sixth one is physical facilities. What are the physical facilities? It includes machineries, equipment, building, etc. This decision depends upon the size, scale, and type of business activities he wants to carry on. You also needs to decide that what is the scale. You have decided that I am going to start my business at a very large scale. Okay. So you also have to decide that availability of physical facilities, how much machines I am having, equipments like tools, okay, building, and different services. The decision relating to this factor will depend upon the nature. Okay, if you are starting a manufacturing company, you will need more machines. If you are going to start a supply, if you want to be a supplier, okay, or if you want to be a trader, you will not require any machinery, tools, and equipment, because you are just selling the goods. So you should also decide that how much machineries and equipments and all physical here refers to which can be touched. Okay, physical here refers to the resources which can be touched. So you should decide that how much physical resources I am going to require. In fifth point, we have discussed about the financial requirement related to the money, but here we are deciding about the amount of machineries and physical facilities. Seventh one is plant layout. It shows the physical arrangement of machines and equipment needed to manufacture a product. आपने funds भी arrange कर लिए हैं, आपने सारी machines भी arrange किए हैं. But once the requirement of physical facilities has been determined, the businessman should draw a plan. Okay, he needs to chalk out a plan showing the arrangement of these facilities. Layout, here layout word means, what is the meaning of layout? Physical arrangement of machines needed to manufacture. कहाँ कैसे कोई machine place करनी है हमें, क्या structure होगा, किस तरीके से machines को arrange करना है जिससे कि production smoothly हो सके. For example, there is a separate machine for stitching of clothes. Second machinery is for sewing. Okay. Third one is for packaging. Fourth one is for some other activity. So how you are going to arrange all the machines in your company, in your manufacturing company, depends. It includes in the point of plant layout. सिर्फ machines को खरीदना ही sufficient नहीं है, आपको ये भी decide करना होगा layout. मेरा कंपनी का स्ट्रक्चर क्या होने वाला है, मेरी बिजनेस का स्ट्रक्चर कैसा होने वाला है, कि मुझे जो भी प्रोडक्ट मैन्युफैक्चर करना है उसके लिए मुझे अपनी सारी फिजिकल फैसिलिटीज को, सारी मशीन्स को किस तरीके से अरेंज करना है, इक्विपमेंट्स कहाँ कहाँ मुझे अरेंज करना है जिससे कि जो भी प्रोडक्शन प्रोसेस है वो विदाउट एनी हाइंड्रेंस हो सके. Eighth one is competent and committed workforce. Workforce here refers to the workers and employees you will require for your business. The entrepreneur must find out the requirement of skilled and unskilled workers and managerial staff. What is skilled? Skilled here refers to the person who should have so many skills like stitching the clothes, properly stitching the clothes, how to package a particular product. Okay, there are different peoples who are expertise in their activity. So you need very much competent and committed workforce to perform various activities. As we know that a person is not perfect in all work. You should require skilled workers also and unskilled. Skilled here refers to, I told you already, and unskilled means कि भाई हमें helping staff की जरूरत है, ऐसे कोई particular skill होना जरूरी नहीं है. तो आपको decide करना होगा कि मुझे कितने skilled workers की जरूरत है और कितने unskilled, और along with that how much managers I need to hire for performing various activities, because a person, a manager, an entrepreneur cannot perform all the activities alone. He require different peoples to carry out the different activities. So plans should be made in advance, that how the employees will be trained also and motivated also. Okay, नॉट ओनली हायरिंग द वर्कर्स इज इंक्लूडेड. आपने वर्कर्स को रख तो लिया है, आपको ये भी डिसाइड करना होगा कि अगर वर्कर अपना परफॉर्मेंस नहीं दे पाएंगे तो इन हाउ यू आर गोइंग टू गिव द ट्रेनिंग एंड how you are going to motivate the workers so that they can give their best, as their performance is very important for your business. Better the performance is, more the profit will be there in your business. Next one is tax planning. The entrepreneur must try to analyze the types of taxes, because there are number of tax laws in the country which affect the functioning of business. As we know, students, that before GST, there are so many taxes. There are so many tax laws in the different countries. Okay, so these taxes also influences your business. So before starting the business, you have to consider in advance the tax liability under different tax laws, which will have an impact on your business decision. Okay, how much tax I am going to pay. तो उसके अकॉर्डिंग ही आप अपने प्रोडक्ट का प्राइस भी डिसाइड करोगे, अपने रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस भी उसके अकॉर्डिंग बना सकते हो, एक्टिविटीज भी परफॉर्म करनी होती है. सो यू शुड ऑल्सो डिसाइड अबाउट द टैक्सेस, एज tax paying is the responsibility of each and every person, and how much tax you are going to pay, everything should be made as per the tax structure also. For example, आपने अपने प्रोडक्ट का प्राइस 10 रुपीज रखा विदाउट कंसिडरिंग द टैक्स लॉज. ओके, एंड प्रोडक्ट को सेल करने के बाद पता चलता है कि 10% तो मुझे इसका इंटरेस्ट ही टैक्स देना है, तो आपने अपना प्रॉफिट भी 10% ही रखा था, बट जब टैक्स पे करने का टाइम आया तो 10% आपका टैक्स में चला गया. देन in that condition what will happen? You will not be able to earn any profit. So it is very important to decide in advance that how much tax I need to pay, so that I can fix the prices and different activities I can perform easily. Last point is, after deciding all the factors, okay, last point is launching the enterprise. Now you have decided everything. Now it is the time to launch, to start the business, to launch the business in the market. Now the entrepreneur can start the business by mobilizing. Mobilizing means moving the resources from one place to another. From where you have purchased, now you are able to start your business, to move your resources from the place of production to the place where you are going to start, by fulfilling necessary legal formalities. Okay, all the tax formalities, all the legal procedures for starting the production. You can start the production, and initiating the sales promotion campaign. What does it mean? That you have started a new business, so you also need to inform, you also need to advertise your product, so that more and more customers will be attracted to buy your product. So after considering all the factors, all the 9 factors, the last point is, after deciding all the relative mentioned factors, it is the time to go ahead with actual launching the enterprise. And it is possible by mobilizing resources like land, labor, capital that you have already arranged, all the formalities, and now starting the production process. And after production, you also have to, or before production, we can say, you also have to start the promotion campaign, so that when your product comes in the market, everyone is informed and you are able to increase the sale of your product. So students, with this we have completed this topic of starting a business. These are the factors that a person need to keep in their mind before starting their business. Thank you.